Welcome
to Whips and Sips.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Shelly.
And what are we drinking today? Well, first of all, since it was somebody's birthday, you saw who got the nice cup.
Cool. Got my lipstick on it.
Me too. I gave in. So this time I have the naughty cup. One time.
Yeah, right.
And I did go to the liquor store today and I asked for what they had new. What I was really looking for was Bon Jovi's wine. Him and his son have been making wine. Apparently, I was watching them on Instagram. They didn't have any.
Darn.
So I'll keep asking. So this time we are drinking Truly's. And mine is strawberry hibiscus.
And mine is lime. They're margaritas, right? All of them?
Yes. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Mine's lime. So
With
yummy.
the lime and the coconut.
In the nice girl glass.
One time.
Not just because it's my birthday either. I should have kept a list of all the things you've done to me. It's like in the movie Rain Man, he keeps that list in a notebook. Pinched and twisted and hurt my arm. Which she probably did. Okay,
right.
So this is Flosstube number 8. And we should thank our subscribers.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Yes. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you. Well, they're not really old subscribers because they're
yeah.
But thank you all.
Right.
Thank you for the comments. Thank you for everything.
Yeah. And a couple things. If you're new to the show, we'd love it if you would hit subscribe and like, and join our little bit of craziness here. Also, yeah, we're getting up there, getting close to 1,000 subscribers.
So we had a viewer, aka helper, make this lovely bag and give us 3 patterns: Little House Needleworks, joyfulness, simplicity, and friendship. And she wants to give these away for when we reach 10,000.
1,000. That could be a while.
So thank you, and when we reach 1,000, we will give that away.
And I plan to make a bag also, so
nice.
That'll be fun. Thank you, Linda. That's very nice of you
thank you
to provide that for us.
And I also want to say a huge thank you for everybody who came to our Super Bowl sale. I think I can speak for both of us. It was so fun to see old friends and meet new friends.
Yep.
To meet somebody who enjoys doing what you do as much as they do. It was, we got to teach somebody how to cross stitch.
That was fun. Mm-hmm. She was cute and she got really excited.
So because that's what it's all about. So thank you.
Yeah, very fun. Okay, let's jump right in, should we?
We shall.
Do you have any FFOs? Nope, me either. No FFOs today, sorry. Finishes?
I have one.
I don't have any finishes, so you go right ahead.
I wasn't even going to tell you this. I was just going to surprise you because I didn't think you'd believe it. And you're so surprised that I can't even find it.
Did you tell me?
Nope. I kept my mouth shut. This is my whip coat. This was a new start, and I don't know if you remember, but Shelly told me, why don't you take something small so you can finish it? So I did. I finished the Brendas Starts. Top of the morning to you.
And if you've ever come into the store, if you're not greeted with happy holidays, you're greeted with this. Top of the morning to you.
And I love it. I did. I was so excited to almost finish it that I don't know if you notice anything, but as far as I know, they're all spelled right. But these are supposed to be basically satin stitches.
Oh.
And I just did cross stitch.
No, I think the cross
stitch. I completely forgot about it, and by the time I got done, I'm like, you know what? They're just as fine.
That's Brendas Starts, right?
Correct.
Did you say that?
Brendas Starts. It is Lucky Day. So it's this one, and here they are.
Those are fun. I love the green.
Oh, I should have marked this off in my book while you were watching that I finished another one.
Oh, yes. She likes it when I witness her marking off a finish. She doesn't care to let me watch her mark all of her starts.
overrated.
But she always wants me to see her marker finishes. Okay. So what have you been stitching the last couple of weeks?
Why don't you show
want me to
us?
start?
Because
Okay.
it was your birthday.
So the last time we filmed, that was the weekend of our family retreat. And that night I went out to the retreat and started Gathering Snowflakes by Luminous Fiber Arts. And I started this with my sister-in-law, Amy. We both started it. And this is how far I've gotten. I have the border done. I just love that fabric.
I love the color blue also. Did you?
Yeah.
Are you stitching what the called for?
No, I am stitching with Jaybird by Weeks Dye Works.
Oh, pretty.
And then this is that Fabric Flare Snowflake fabric. I don't remember what the name is actually. Maybe it's just Snowflake, but it's a 28 count, and it's got a little bit of a shimmer in it. There's some sparkle in it, which is kind of fun. So yeah, that's how far I got on that one. And that was not only, a WIP that I worked on, but it was a new start that day.
Pretty,
So
very pretty.
You're up.
I'm up. Is this new starts or stuff I've...
Just what you've worked on, and if it happens to be a new start, we'll call it out.
Okay. Well, this was one of my WIP Go calls. And here is Spring. It is by Hands On Design and Priscilla. And it is from the Cross Stitch magazine. And I know I showed this before because I had stitched on it. Well, I stitched just a little bit more. But I just love those colors. They just pop. So...
Sorry, that's on your WIP Go, you said?
That's on my WIP coat for this month, and my goal has been completed.
Oh, so you're done with it.
I'm done with it.
Okay, not just going to keep going, huh?
I want to.
You can do whatever you want. Do what you love, right?
But there's other
Isn't that
things
what
I want to do too.
Brenda says?
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Then I was working, this is one of my WIP Goes, and that is Turkey Hollow Farm. I needed to work, I needed to have 7 stitching days on this. And today is my 7th day. So when I'm done stitching tonight, I'll be putting this away. But I wish we had the picture that I showed last time of where my start was.
Oh, that's right.
Because it was one of the,
this big.
as my niece calls them, a Shelly start, which is probably, 10 stitches. But check it out, people.
I just love that.
Look at that. I'm going to try and get it up a little bit closer here. That vining is no joke. It's very putsy, but it sure is pretty when it's done.
That vining?
Vine.
Oh.
The vine. But yeah, so I will stitch a little bit more on this tonight, and that's my 7th day of stitching.
Show the
and then
colors
I'm done.
against the fabric. Oh, my
sure.
land, just gorgeous.
If you want to hold that up, I'll kind of talk about what.
You bet.
what it
Look
is.
at that.
So
Look at that blue.
is stitched on 36 count Chickpea by Color and Cotton. I'm in their Fabric of the Month club. In fact, I'll be showing one that I got this past month here. And that's all the called for over dyed threads. So, and you're stitching that too.
I am. But
And I'm now
remember,
ahead of her.
She had to make sure.
I kept texting her, am I ahead of you? Am I ahead of you?
But I made the mistake and I made my border a different color.
Oh, that's right.
I
Yep.
hope I don't regret it.
I think it's okay because look at the color you used is this yellow by these flowers. And it's not that different.
Oh, I
you
wish
used
I
the
had
whiskey.
a memory like you do. Oh, that's
So,
right.
well, I just stitched this, so yeah.
Nice.
So, you're next.
Gorgeous. Okay, well, when I went out to stitch with Shelly's family, I started the Heaven and Earth Mini Sea Opal. And again, this picture, my color on my printer was not good. So this is not
You
color.
have
but it's
you have
gorgeous.
the floss to show 'em?
I do, but there's just so many.
Okay.
So I am stitching this, and I'm using 25 count Easy Grid. And I was telling Shelly that I don't really know if I care to stitch over 1 on 25.
Well, so tell him you started stitching
I stitched over
2
to
over
begin
1,
with,
right?
and it was just huge.
No, you stitched 2 threads over
that's
1.
right.
Yeah, and
That's
it was
right.
really
bulky.
Yeah, yep.
So I took that out, and then I started stitching 1/1, and I will continue. You know, change is good, I guess, but
I told her, well, you could stitch 2/2, but then I suppose you don't have enough fabric because your fabric's cut for
1/1.
1/1.
So anyway, as Linda says, this is my 10-year project at a 0 behind it. So
Yeah. 100-year project.
So
Okay. Then I picked up, I did remember to bring my Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow this week, which I had forgotten the last time we got together. So I'll just remind everybody that I finished this block down here, which is almost full coverage. So I'll bring that in, the ice skating block. And since then, I have started on block number 7. So this is so hard to hold, but if you can see my start of block number 7 down here, I've got the Peace on Earth, the 2 little birdies, and the Christmas tree. And that's going to look like this right here.
Oh, just love these colors.
And I'm super excited to get this one done and get over to the carolers because I think they'll be fun to stitch.
Oh, so, Shelley, that's just gorgeous.
Thank you.
Just gorgeous.
So yeah, I've been stitching on that just kind of randomly, actually, but trying to put some stitches in it every week so I keep making progress.
Nice, nice, yep. Nice. Well, what else do I have here? I am disappointed in myself. I had stitched Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm, and I did the first month, and the second month came out, which I just love. I think that's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, that is cute.
And I wanted to stay on track. I already fell off because the third installation is on the way to me. So I'm trying to get going on the second block as fast as I can so I can hopefully stay up and going.
Started on the border.
Yeah. I just love that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, that's so cute.
I can't wait to stitch the... I can't even wait to stitch the weight. So...
Very cute. My turn?
Your turn.
So next, well, I did have a little birthday. So of course there had to be a birthday start. And I think I showed it during the last Flosstube. It's Idanolt by Hands to Work. Is it Hands to Work? I'm pretty sure it's it. Yeah, Hands to Work. And I'm stitching it on 40 Count Eucalyptus by Fox and Rabbit with all the called for DMC.
This is the first time I've seen it. Oh my land.
Now, I'm a little worried because it's looking a little dark. But as you can see in this border here, there's a lot of like a pale yellow or a maize color. And then there's that big light flower there. And I think once I get some of those colors in here, it will lighten it up.
Oh, I think it's gorgeous, Shelley.
So, and here are all of the colors that I'm using for that. So, and I'm pretty proud of myself because this is more than a Shelley start. I feel like I got quite a bit done for the couple of hours that I stitched on the night of my birthday. So,
and you're using her floss drops.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
so yeah,
gorgeous.
I hope she doesn't mind if I show these. So I found this pattern through a gal named Patty that came to our 24 hours of cross stitch. And I think I mentioned that she had taken pictures of her finished pieces and made her floss drops. And this is one of them. And it's that pattern. It's the Idanolt pattern. And I just think that's gorgeous. So yeah, I'm using her floss drops. Another one that she gave was this. And Justine, I don't remember the pattern. Maybe you do.
I have a feeling it's from the company that I really like.
One of the European companies?
Yep.
Historisha Stick Booster or one of those, yeah.
But I may be wrong.
So anyway, I decided to use Patty's floss drops that she was so kind to give me for this. And I have a couple of DMC floss drops in here, but yeah.
Oh,
so
fun.
I do think that will be pretty, and I think it'll really lighten up when I get some of the yellow in it.
Are you going to continue to stitch on that?
Probably off and on. Once I hit, like when I hit my whip go goal, then I'll probably pull this back out. So
Nice.
yeah. Unless I start something new.
Let's do that.
Which
for
could
you,
be,
okay?
oh, should we? Yeah. Surprise, surprise.
Okay, so since it was Chalet's birthday.
You didn't call me Shelly Lynn. So
usually I do.
We have to tell a story because I've been giving my daughter a hard time because she hasn't watched our Flosstube. And she says, well, do you mention me in it? Because, you know, she's a young adult and it's all about her. Anyway.
And me.
I said, well, yeah, we have mentioned you a couple of times. And she said, well, if you promise me you'll mention me today, then I'll watch it. So I'm going to tell, my daughter's name is Catherine, and we call her Katie, but her middle name is Alice. We call her Catherine Alice. When she's in trouble, that's her naughty name. One time when Katie was very little, we were together somewhere, you and I and probably Britta and Katie. We were probably in Texas visiting Chris. But anyway, Justine has a habit of calling me Shelly Lynn. Shelly Lynn, Shelly Lynn. And Katie says to me that night after we, you know, dropped Justine off or got in our hotel room, whatever, we were alone. It was just the two of us. And she says, Mommy, is Justine mad at you? And I said, I don't think so. Why? Well, she keeps using your naughty name. Because she always calls me Shelly Lynn. So there you go, Catherine Alice.
And I believe I've called her Catherine Alice before.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it.
And so. Catherine Alice comes from where?
Alice is my father's mother's name. So my paternal grandmother's name. So she's named after Grandma Alice.
And we got to know her. We were lucky.
Yep.
Okay, Catherine Alice. This is what I started for your mother's birthday. This is Lucy Owen. And I would love to get this done and get it on the wall before.
And this was in the Kitten Stitcher Advent box. Yep.
So this is what I got done.
Hey, not bad.
No, I am loving it.
It's
and
pretty.
If you don't look at the mess that I have, does that make you nervous? Here are the colors. Aren't they gorgeous?
Oh, so pretty. Yeah, that's going to be pretty.
So yeah.
Nice.
That was...
I picked it out for you to start on my birthday.
You did. She's finally up to our age now.
Up to your age?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chris,
I'm the baby
us.
of the three. Yep. Should we tell them what it is?
26.
Yeah. Okay. So next, unless you have more, have you stitched more?
I'm done.
Can we move on to plans?
We may move on.
All right, let's move on to plans. So after I'm done with Turkey Hollow Farm tonight, I need to go on to my next whip go for February, which is Halloween Quaker. And I need to put 7 days into this baby. This, if you remember, this was also on my whip go for January. So,
wow, look at all that you have done.
But I'm going to go, I think, now I got to make sure I'm doing this right. I'm going to go down this side here. Okay.
And this is for 7 days?
7 days, yep. So I will stitch on that. And then when I'm done putting my 7 days into that, I'll probably go back to my birthday start, but who knows, because I have all sorts of wheels turning on some other things that I want to do. So go ahead.
Well, I'm done with my whip. Because one of them is done.
Yes, fully finished. Not fully finished. Fully done.
Yes. And I'm also done with my spring. But what I would like to do is, I probably mentioned before that Michelle's quilting store uptown in Blue Earth is moving to a larger location. And she does carry the fabric for stitching with the housewives. So I went through the patterns today, and I would want to. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, you mean the, like, Chelsea's checks
Yes.
and Priscilla's plaids. Okay,
Yes,
got it.
yes,
And I think they have a stripe now, too.
Yep.
Yep.
I would like to stitch this and put it together and give it to Michelle so she can use it uptown at her store. And then I also would like to stitch one of these, maybe this one, but with a quilting one. I'm out of these right now. I have more coming in stock.
Cute.
And just to kind of show different things, what you can do. So
yeah,
that's kind of what I have in the back of my mind.
She would appreciate that. She's got quite a big space now compared to what she had. So
I cannot wait. And that's where we will have the 24 hours of cross stitch
right.
for April.
Mm-hmm.
So, but oh, I know. And then I'm not kidding when I say that third one's on its way. I got the note at the email from Hoffman, and I really, really, really need to get that second one done.
We always have a joke that we say to each other that I'm not going to bed until this is finished. So I told her today, well, I don't think you should go to bed until this is finished. Which could be, you know, 3-4 weeks from now. So she could be a little crabby when we head to Nashville.
Stay tuned. Well, and this one that I did finish, I was going to send her a picture, and I'm like, nope. Don't tell her you're not going to bed till it's done, because I wanted to surprise her. So
very nice.
So those are, and then I am excited for the new WIP Go-Go's to come out also.
Yeah,
it's just fun to see what's next for next month.
Yep,
so
exactly.
So
so I have another little plan banging around in my head. One of your customers this weekend that we met for the first time.
One of our new friends.
Yes, Deirdre. Hello, Deirdre. I'm not sure how she pronounces it, but. I had been thinking about doing a band sampler for quite some time, and she showed me some of her band samplers that she had done and really got me excited about it.
Shelly's been talking about these for a long time.
Sorry, there's a lot going on here, but I picked up some of Justine's banding, and that's another thing. We should almost show your banding.
This wall to the left of me has all banding on it.
Yeah. So Deirdre commented, she said, you have one of the biggest selections of banding that I've ever seen. So just so you know, if you're looking for banding, call Justine. She can help you out. But anyway, I really liked this, of course, with the red striping on the sides. And I want to do the iStitch Designs. I think it's called Burgundy Band Sampler. Yes, Burgundy Band Sampler. I want to do that. Now, there's a couple of problems. Number one, I counted out the width. This is 73 stitches wide. And so I just did some stitching here in black thread to count exactly how many squares there are between the two red lines. And there's 75. So I will only have one stitch or one square on each side. And I'm worried, you know, is there a chance that that will look too... I'm looking for your help. Will that look too crammed in there? Or is that going to be okay if I have one stitch on each side of the stripe?
Well, it'll be easy to stitch.
One blank
stitch. You only have one.
Yeah, exactly. So the other issue is I need to finish the pattern. I need 70 inches of this, and there's only 50. So my thought was, well, just pick out a few things that I'm not totally excited about in the sampler and don't stitch them, and you know, I guess just stitch until I get to the bottom and be done with it. But so I'm thinking of starting that, and when I got to the shop here today, I started looking at some of the silks because I think I'd like to do it in silk. This is Auvera Soie d'Alger 946 is kind of what I'm thinking of. But I'm not sure. She has 2 skeins of this right now, and I'm not sure that will be enough. So I'm tempted to ask her to order me a hank and not start it until I get that. But still thinking about it, still mulling it over, but that's another thing in the near future that I would like to start. And I like the fact that it's on 27 count, because this might be something that I take like on our trip to Nashville.
In the car or something.
It's kind of an easier stitch.
And I love the fact that, okay, it didn't work on that fabric, but you're going to make it work.
Yeah, exactly. You know, yep. I just won't stitch the whole thing. There's got to be things in there that I'm not totally excited about, so I'll just eliminate those.
Make it your art.
We were talking about that today. I don't know why, but I don't like hearts in stitching because it reminds me of 80s patterns. Hearts and ducks remind me of 80s patterns. So if I
Not
can,
that we were old enough to know that, but
no,
we heard that.
we were just knee high to a grasshopper.
Yeah.
But anyway, so sometimes I will, if there's a heart in a pattern, it depends on the pattern. Sometimes I just stitch it. Sometimes I'll replace it with something else. But I don't.
But that's the good thing.
These are just the weird things that, like, I also don't like to stitch cats. I'm not a cat person. I'm a dog person. So if there's a cat in a pattern, I'll usually replace it with a dog.
Right. Or you don't like buttons.
I don't.
I love buttons.
There's a lot I don't like,
fun
apparently.
thing. That's the whole fun thing. You make it your own.
Yep.
So you stitch and do what makes you happy.
Yes, exactly.
So I can't wait. I should probably get that ordered immediately so you can get going on it and have another whip.
That's part of my plans. And the more I look at this color, the more I think that's a good choice.
I think you're right.
So
I do.
So anyway, those are my plans. Anything else for you?
Not for plans that I know of, but you know, that changes next hour.
Yeah.
So
what about haul?
I have a little bit of haul. We have a store in downtown Blue Earth called Prairie Chick. And I saw her post on Facebook these heart bowls. So, yeah.
After we just talked about hearts. I'm sorry, but that is adorable.
That is. And it is, I first thought, you know, I'm going to put a couple pillows or a pillow or something in it. And I probably still will. But then when I was looking in the store, I found these rocks that are crocheted around. Aren't they pretty?
Those are cool. That's what was in the bowl? Or you just were looking?
This was in a different bowl.
Oh, cool.
And I just love them. So it is Prairie Chick in downtown Blue Earth.
I was going to say, how are you? Oh,
whoops. So it's in downtown Blue Earth, and we have a lot of other shops that have just as cute designs also. Yep. And again,
come
Michelle's
see
will
us.
Be moving. Mm-hmm. Come on down, or over, or around, or so.
Come see us in Minnesota.
Thank you, Shelley.
We have lots of fun things going on here in Blue Earth,
do.
so that's great.
How about you? Do you have any haul?
I have some haul. Let me grab it here. So, I was shopping at my LNS. My LNS is Welcome Stitchery in Blue Earth, Minnesota. I did pick up this Prairie Schooler Nordic Holidays. I just love that.
And granted, our ancestries are from Norway.
Yeah.
So, oofda!
Very Nordic. Yeah. I also happened to find this in Justine's store. I have never seen it before, but it caught my eye and I cannot quit thinking about it. And I'm thinking instead of stitching it on, it's stitched on Blue Moon Java by R&R Reproductions. But I'm thinking of stitching it on red, like Weeks Aztec red.
Ooh.
I think that would be really pretty. I think it would just pop. So
I think you're right.
The only downside is, you know how much I like to stitch white. Technically, it's not white. It's more of an ecru, I think. But I think I'll do it in silks.
I was going to say, put the silks behind it, and then it's not so bad for you.
remember the peace tree that I stitched?
Yes, peach tree.
Peach tree, yeah. I did that in Belle Soie Icicle, I think it was called. And I didn't mind stitching with that. Well, who minds stitching with silks, really? It's so smooth. But I'm thinking about doing something like that. So.
And when are you going to start that?
Oh, who knows? One never knows.
Today?
And then, so I mentioned that I'm a part of the Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month Club. And so if you're a part of the club and you have not seen your fabric yet, please turn us off or look away or go to the bathroom, get a drink, whatever, because I'm going to show my Color and Cotton because I have ideas for it. So I'm in the neutral club, and I will not say it out loud, but there is the color. I kind of think it's kind of a putty brown, grayish,
very pretty,
grayish
very
brown
pretty
color. And I have some plans for it, and I think I can show this off of my phone. Hold, please. I have always loved this pattern by Brenda Gervais. It's called the Christmas Bird, and it's done on kind of a brown fabric. And I just think this pattern would be gorgeous on that piece of Color and Cotton fabric. So now I'm on the hunt. Justine does not have it in the shop. So I'm going to see if she can get it for me. And yeah, I want to do that on there. And then this will be haul, because I'm going to buy it from you today. I love this Brenda Gervais pattern. It is called Heart and Hand. And it says...
There's red in there, just in case
there
you
is
wanted
red,
to
yeah.
know.
It says, hands to work, heart to God. And I have liked this one for a long time. And it's on one of my favorite fabrics, which is Dove by Weeks Dye Works. So that will be going home with me today, as will... This is what happens when you sit down with the Brenda Gervais basket and you're looking for one thing and you go home with 3. A Tisket, a Tasket with that little robin in the basket. Oh, that is too cute. So yeah, that's...
Before you go home today, you do know that
going
we're supposed to have a
home
snowstorm Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yep. Load you up.
The thing is, though, now that we work from home all the time, snowstorms don't matter.
Well,
I still have to work, so...
You can stitch afterwards.
Anyway. So that is haul for me. Anything else for you?
No, not that I know of.
No? Okay. Well, what's going on in the shop?
Well, I have an order of needle and flex that will be coming sometime in the next month.
Awesome.
And bless her heart, she's a one-man show, and she's dying as fast as she can. And I told her Rome wasn't built in a day. We're just... Yeah. I love her fabric, and so I'm excited to get some more of that in. Mm-hmm. We are going to be heading down to Nashville.
We're getting ready for that, yeah.
And it's so fun to send in your pre-orders and try to get what you think, and then again I have to focus. It's my mind starts going and so I'm very excited for that.
The new releases have really been coming out this week.
They have been, and wow.
So if you're interested in some of the new releases, if you're seeing them on social media, give Justine a call so she knows what to bring back with her.
And I believe we will be coming back the Monday the Monday after Nashville, and probably on that following Saturday, hopefully we will have everything ready to go. So come down and see us if you want to for a little Nashville release. We're hoping that while we were in Nashville, we can mark everything while we're there. So when we bring it home, we'll be ready to go.
Yep, it's truly going to be a working trip. We'll have our laptops and be getting stuff on the website. And that, ironically, is also the next time we're supposed to film a Flosstube. So you're probably going to be seeing a Flosstube from Market. So that'll be fun.
That will be. It will be. Who knows where we'll be, if we'll be in the hotel room. Or...
Who knows what we'll look like.
Who knows if both of us will still be alive.
Justine told my sister today there may be only one of us coming back. So I don't know why she's planning on staying down there, but whatever.
Well, it's very interesting because I was at Market in 2020.
Right before the lockdown.
Right, and they had just had a big tornado.
Oh, that's right.
So it was very interesting flying into the airport, because they said, you just don't know what areas are still affected and what areas.
I'm just thinking about the last time we saw a tornado. That's another Bon Jovi story.
Things change so much, because she used to be deathly afraid of weather. Deathly afraid. Oh. I mean, she'd hide underneath her mom and dad's pool table. She was afraid.
When I was little, yeah.
And now I'm trying to tell her that, we got to watch the weather. We got to do this. She's like, I can take care of that. But we were on our way up to the cities, to Minneapolis, St. Paul, to pick up Chris from the airport, because we were going to a Bon Jovi concert.
Yep.
And
I was driving.
She was driving. And, you're not as familiar with the counties that you don't live in. And I heard that Dakota County was under a tornado warning. Well, I, kept that information to myself.
So I didn't freak out.
She was driving. And then I watched a funnel cloud I didn't say a word because I wasn't going to scare her. All of
I'm
a sudden,
driving. I'm like, what's that? Nothing. Keep driving. She says,
and then, at what point were you going to tell me? I said, when we needed to hit the ditch.
no, I'll never forget. Nothing. Keep driving.
And we made it just fine.
Yes, we did. We did. We lived to see
I was
another Bon
watching
Jovi
it.
concert.
But yeah,
Yeah.
just one of our many little
So
adventures.
hopefully we don't have any exciting weather on our trip down there, but you never know. So
we're very excited. So
yes, we are.
So
I don't know, Justine. I think that's it. We've got a mess here.
A fun mess. A fun
All right.
mess. So have a wonderful week.
Yep. And you'll be seeing us in Nashville and our next Flosstube.
Yep. And I get the
And-
nice cup then.
Whatever.
Cheers to stitching. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.